I saw a video on TikTok, and in this video, the woman was talking about the power of the pivot. And it was so refreshing to see it because I realized that I've been doing it pretty much my whole life. As I understand it, the pivot is essentially changing your life. Maybe you were a certain kind of person that did certain things, that participated in certain activities, that ate a certain way, dressed a certain way, but you want to change that. Maybe you want to get a new job or change the way you dress or learn a different skill, but regardless, you've got to pivot and change in the process. Those of you that know me know that I'm a musician, but for this video, I'm going to give you strictly non-musical examples where I've pivoted. My family in Mexico are cowboys and farmers, and though I grew up in big cities, I've always wanted to learn how to ride a horse. And so as a teenager, I would spend countless hours at my buddy's ranch learning about horses and getting comfortable around them, saddling them up, taking care of them, feeding them, and riding them. And I even got into bull riding. In college, I got really into public speaking, and I even won a speech competition that earned me a full ride scholarship. I also got flown out and paid to speak at educational conferences. Mind you, I was not a communication major in college. My uncle is a boxing coach in LA, and so the first time I got in the ring, I was maybe 14. While in college, I got back into boxing. I love classic cars, rockabilly music, and at one point, I grew out my hair into a pompadour, and I went through a greaser phase, and I attended as many car shows as possible. I also got into rock climbing, juggling. In 2021, I moved across the country to South Texas. And most recently, I've always wanted to learn how to dance. And so last year, I had started taking dance lessons, and now I'm a part of that community. I can give you many more examples, but you get the point. Oftentimes, I used to feel kind of bad about this. Like I felt like a poser, or I felt weird because I couldn't just sit still and stick to one thing like a lot of people I know. And maybe I'm crazy, but to me, life is about stepping outside of your comfort zone. Was I particularly good at any of these things? I don't know, but I don't care at this point. I love being a beginner. I work a lot with kids, and they constantly have this sense of wonder. It's less about trying to prove myself and more about trying new things and meeting new people and growing in the process. And I'm determined to learn as much as I can while I'm here. I still carry all of those experiences and lessons with me. If there's something that you want to try, I say go for it. Maybe you get a cool experience, or maybe you just get a funny story in the process. But either way, you learn something.